And now from the desk of the superintendent's office, it's time for Super News. On today's very special edition of Super News, we will shine the spotlight on a dynamic dozen of educators working in our schools across our district. It's time to meet these outstanding teachers as we celebrate our Teachers of the Year.
A good teacher has to be willing to work with others, with their team, and with parents.
I think that all good teachers love their students, genuinely, because we have to educate the whole child and not just teach content, but build their socially emotional skills and their self-esteem.
How much love and compassion I bring to my students, how much I want to see them learn and grow.
I am definitely someone who's tried to lead by example and show enthusiasm and motivation for the profession. And when we take on things like new curriculum or new trainings, I try to really embrace that and lead the way as best I can.
I try to get to know the whole student. I go to their rec basketball games. I try to coach every sport. I try to meet them at PE or art and do something with them there. Just kind of trying to be more than just their academic teacher, but kind of a caring adult that can be there for them when they go through the many struggles of being a kid.
I take kids as they are, as they come to me. I love them for who they are in the moment, and I try my best to help them heal from whatever it is that's causing them difficulty to get them placed in alternative school.
Getting to know them, their personalities, what they're interested in, me learning. To me, it also, I feel like teaching keeps me young.
So because I teach the little bitties, the 4-year-olds, they come from 3 different distinct backgrounds before they come to me. They either come from from a stay-at-home mom family, they either came from a preschool program, or they've come from a daycare. And so just trying to merge those 3 personalities, those very different, some are very independent, some are very dependent, and trying to get them used to school and I guess to adapt well in school, in classroom setting.
My favorite thing about teaching my little students is that their excitement and their love for learning. And even when they're having a bad day, usually I can help them make the day a little bit better by just loving them, teaching them, and caring for them.
You want to just basically always remember that every child is someone's child. I'm a mother, so I always try to tell myself, be the teacher I would want my own children to have. Treat the other children as if they are my own children.
Well, if they're not in my classroom, they see me around the school, and I'm always dressed up in some kind of goofy costume or something to try to get my kids engaged into whatever we're teaching, whether it be a pirate for War of 1812, because we just taught about that, with John and Pierre Lafitte being a pirate, so the kids enjoyed that.
I can make them understand that learning benefits them. Whatever they want to do, learning benefits them, and that they are capable of learning. Whatever the situation is, they can learn something from it.
Most of my children need extra attention, either academically or behaviorally or both. And a smaller school setting allows me to have more one-on-one time and really get to the bottom of whatever it is that is keeping them from achieving their potential.
You have to build a relationship with the kids. I feel as if you can get to know kids, then you can get them to learn.
But anytime, a teacher comes up to me and says, they were doing this great thing today, it's that's little mini successes for them, but it's also a success for me. It makes me feel like, all right, a lot of these things are very difficult and hard, but we're slowly getting there. Academically, when I see a good grade, I celebrate that. But in my room, it is a little different. You got to celebrate the small successes and hope with that continued celebration, there'll be bigger and bigger successes along the way.
To have that feeling that I always had those students engaged is what kind of makes me keep going, because to see those students' growth is just the greatest feeling. To see that student's light bulb go off and know that I got them to that point where they're able to make those connections.
I think most importantly though, what I am trying to teach them are some of the themes of this year, to be honest with you, of like gratitude and kindness and compassion. We think that those things are sort of innate human, they just sort of come out of us. But they are learned behaviors, learned skills, just like reading, just like writing, just like arithmetic, just like riding a bicycle.
I'm grateful for the education I personally received. The direction I got from my teachers definitely helped me discover my purpose and who I was meant to be and what my calling would be in life.
When I was in school at Lacoste Elementary, once a bulldog, always a bulldog. When I was in school, I had teachers who instilled in me a sense of education and values that I've always wanted to pass on to students. And I can't remember a time that I did not want to be a teacher or an educator.
I really do enjoy teaching in public school at Chalmette Elementary. It has challenged me to dig deep, to be a better teacher, to be more understanding, and to realize that there are children who really, really need their teachers.
Whenever we have to take on new curriculum especially, they provide us with a lot of professional development as well as the tools to implement it correctly. But more importantly, I think at a school level, I feel loved and supported by my coworkers as a person.
I have 3 children who have gone through St. Bernard Parish public school system. One is about to be an attorney, and one is a nurse, and I have another one that's about to graduate. And so obviously my children are very successful in this school system, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I'm very blessed. I have a great life. At school, I really appreciate that we are all on the same page. Everybody has the same goal, and there's such a wide variety of talents and skills that our faculty brings, and everyone is always willing to help.
I'm definitely thankful for my coworkers at work, because without them I wouldn't complete the school year. It's a tough task. And I'm thankful for my 5 kids, my husband, and just being able to get up and teach every day.
I think it's getting to know the whole community. It's teaching, but being, after a couple of years, you kind of become established in that community. And I've really enjoyed that, because people from St. Bernard, especially people from Violet, Louisiana, have such unique personalities and have so much to give and so much knowledge that goes so beyond the classroom, that it's been fun kind of learning from the people and the students there, and kind of almost feeling a little bit a part of the St. Bernard Parish down the road community.
Favorite thing, greatest thing about Chalmette High School specifically, is these kids are amazing. They're bright, they're talented, they're kind, they're dedicated, they're really just simply amazing people.
We feel like a family, and I think we've bonded, especially in the last few years, over being apart from the pandemic. It made us appreciate even more being able to be back together in the building, and then having to pick up the pieces after Hurricane Ida, and then specific to our community, the tornado. It really showed us how much we can depend on each other, support each other, and love each other through very serious circumstances and overcome it together.
Would also like to congratulate our 3 parish-wide winners who will represent St. Bernard Public Schools in the next round of competition. Congratulations to you all. And just as we celebrate these teachers today, we would also like to recognize our future teachers, those students who are part of the pre-educator program at Chalmette High. Let's learn more about this incredible program and opportunity.
St. Bernard's Pre-Educator program is one of the ways in which our district is building our teacher workforce. The hope is that our students will be inspired to not only teach, but to come back and do so here in the St. Bernard Parish school system.
Ms. Moynihan works hard to make sure we have a good idea about what working in education is really about. She has invited a lot of visitors to speak with us: special education supervisors, State Department of Education employees, school board members, and college professors. We have gotten to see education through all perspectives, showing us the type of work we can do in the field.
I love this class because we learn through observations, many of which are off campus. This year we visited Lacoste Elementary, Tris Middle School, and CHS. We actually sit in classrooms and observe teachers and students go through their lessons. The best part is that we visit all types of classrooms in different grade levels and subject areas. I found out pretty quickly that elementary school was not for me. I know with certainty that I want to teach middle school.
This has been one of my favorite classes. We do so many fun things this year. We went to the Teachers Leaders Convention. There we met all kinds of teachers and leaders from all over the state, and we learned a lot about teacher strategies. And we also went on field trips to Nunez Community College and the University of New Orleans. And we went there to see their education program. At Nunez, we got to sit and talk to current and former students, and at UNO, we got to sit in several classes to see what they were like. It was really great to see what the next step of this journey is, and I really enjoyed it.
It has been a joy to lead these students in their exploration of education as a career option and to play such a vital role in developing the future workforce of the St. Bernard Parish Public School System. I can't wait to see my students return to us in 4 to 6 years.
We're so grateful to our teachers of today and tomorrow, and thankful to all of you for tuning in. Have a happy holiday, and we'll see you next year on Super News,
where we always let
the Super News roll.